Three receivers to the right, one to the left. Ruiz out of the shotgun. He'll fake the handoff, fire to the left side, and that'll sail over his intended receiver's head. Incomplete. He was looking for Pete Bettis. Never had a shot at that one. We have 4th and 8, 19 seconds in the opening quarter. The Cougars defense comes up and makes the stop.
Back to receive for the Cougars, Michael Cantu. Punting for the Falcons, number 5, Isaiah Cepeda.
Cepeda setting to punt this one off to Michael Cantu, wearing the number 22 for Edinburgh North. He's the lone return man. Snaps there, punts away. It's a low punt. Not a very good one. We'll see where the officials spot this one. "12 seconds in the opening quarter. Cougars will get their hands on the football for the 3rd time tonight. 23-yard punt for the Falcons. This will set up Edinburgh North. The 34-yard line. Cougars trail 7-0 early here in the first quarter. Martin Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Two receivers to the left for the Cougars. Rodriguez gets the snap. He'll fake the handoff to Whiteside. Quarterback keeper calling his own number, crossing the 40. Rodriguez with a nice design quarterback run there.
Shot made by Fabian Rodriguez.
Fabian Rodriguez on the tackle. 4 seconds, clock stops. He'll pick up the first down. Ball just shy of the 45, and that will end the first quarter. So we are through one quarter of play here at Ligo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. The Los Fresnos Falcons 7, the Edinburgh North Cougars nothing. I'm Kevin Otto. You're tuning in to ValleyCentral.com. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to ValleyCentral.com. Edinburgh North with the football. They're going from right to left. First play from the second quarter. It'll be a handoff to Whitesides. He'll go nowhere. Lucky if he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So this game got pushed back. The original kickoff time was set for 7:30. Due to lightning in the area, the game got pushed back to 8 o'clock, then 8:30. Both teams anxious to get on the field for their first action of the regular season. Of course, it's a non-district matchup. Both teams, however, are in 6A. We'll talk about those districts a little bit later on. Rodriguez out of the gun, looking to the right, has time, fires. And that ball's to nobody, but a flag is on the field on the far side. Don't know who he was looking for. Miscommunication between him and his wide receiver. That was Pequeño wearing the number 21. We'll see what the flag is from the officials. Rodriguez was looking for what looked to be like an out route towards the sideline. Pequeño kept running. Just miscommunication there between the wide receiver and the quarterback. Clock stops at 11:22. Second quarter. The officials discussing the penalty. The Falcons are led by their head coach. That's Clint Finley. Falcons have made the playoffs 9 years in a row, looking to make it 10 here in the 2014 season.
Against the Falcons.
It's going to be a passing interference against Los Fresnos. So that'll be an automatic first down for Edinburgh North.
47-yard line.
Cougars will take that and run with it. Three receiver set to the left, one to the right. Whitesides to the right of Rodriguez out of the shotgun. It'll be a handoff. No, he'll keep it. And another designed quarterback run.
Quarterback keeper number 13, Rodriguez.
So Rodriguez again calling his own number. Pick up a 5, make it a second down. 5 more to pick up a first down.
Taylor in on the tackle.
Ball on the 43, 11 minutes and counting here in the second quarter.
Brings up a second and 5.
Whitesides remaining in the game. He's to the right of Rodriguez. He's out of the shotgun. 3 receivers set. This time he'll give the handoff to Whitesides, and he's met after a pickup of maybe 1 or 2 yards. Whitesides, once again, he's that premier back for Edinburgh North. Angel Baron checking into the game at wide receiver.
No gain on the play, brings up a 3rd and 5.
So they're going to call it a pickup of no gain. So it'll be a 3rd and 5. Los Fresnos Falcons, their defense digging in. 3rd and 5. Rodriguez back to pass, looking to his right, fires, and it short hops his intended wide receiver, incomplete.
Ball goes incomplete. Intended for number 11. Angel Baron brings up a 4th down.
He was looking for Baron.
Looked like Justin Aguilar got a hand on it. Defensive tackle.
Aguilar, the man covering him. So it'll be a 4th and 5. The Cougars will have to punt this one away. Let's give credit to this Falcon defense. They've done a pretty good job on holding down. That's Matt Whitesides, their running back, and Martin Rodriguez, their quarterback. Cougars punting this one away, right to left, low snap, and it's a short punt. And the Cougars will down this one. We'll see where they spot it. On the far side of the field. The official right around the 19 to the 20-yard line will get the official spot.
27-yard punt. Falcon offense will take control of the ball at their 20-yard line.
And they'll spot this one on the 20-yard line. So the Falcons will have the football. They lead 7-0, 10 minutes and 4 seconds in the first half. Luis out of the gun. It'll be a jet sweep to the right, room to run, crossing the 25 down to the 30.
Number 12,
On the carry, Arsul Barrientos on the carry.
First down.
One play and call it another first down for the Falcons. Falcons quickly going to the line. Eli Cruz, their running back, he's to the left. Motion man is Sammy Cruz, and Cruz will take the jet sweep handoff again to the left. And there to make the tackle was Robert Bettis. We'll be saying his name a lot tonight. Loss of 1 on the carry. Scoreboard indicates 2nd and 11. Ball on the 31. 9:20 and counting. Cruz, the motion man. And he'll hand it off. Chase from behind, and a nice open field tackle there from Edinburgh North. Isaac Moreno on the carry. Joel Perales with a nice open field tackle. He only picked up 1. 3rd and 10 for Los Fresnos. Ball on the 32-yard line. Substitutions coming in. Moreno is out. And Eli Cruz is back in. Trips left. 1 lone receiver to the right for Los Fresnos. Luis. Quick screen. Hit immediately by Joel Perez again. Perales sniffed that one out. Back-to-back plays he's made for Coach Renes Sainz. Loss of 2. It'll make it a 4th and 12.
Zip in the back to punt for the Falcons on 4th down. Tackle made by number 15, Perales, deep to receive for the Cougars.
Cantu back to field this punt. 8 minutes and counting in the first half. Cougars will get their hands on the football. They trail 7-0. Flags come in. It's a high, short punt. It'll take a Cougar roll around the 45-yard line where the Falcons will jump on it. But there are flags on the field. The officials are going to discuss this one. .49 in the second quarter. The Falcons have a 7-0 lead. You're tuning into valleycentral.com. Still waiting on the call from the officials. It's going to be an offsides against Edinburgh North. So they're going to try it again as the punt team will head back out onto the field for both teams. Clock stopped at 7:49 in case you're just tuning in. Falcons have a 7-0 lead. Ball on the 35-yard line. 4th and 7 coming up. Falcons will punt it again from left to right. Cantu back to field the punt. He's standing by himself on the 30-yard line. High snap, but he hauls it in. Another high short punt. Cougars got to get away from this one, and they do. The Falcons will field it on the 33 to the 34-yard line. We'll see where they officially spot this one. They'll call it the 33-yard line. That's where the Edinburgh North Cougars will take over. They trail 7-0. The Edinburgh North Cougars, led by their first-year head coach, René Sainz, taking over for Roy Garza, who's now the athletic director for the Edinburgh schools. 1st and 10 on the 32. Hand off to the right side. Whitesides with a carry. Lots of running room in front of him. Stopped about the 39 to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 8. Call it a 2nd and 2. Taylor on the tackle. Whitesides with a pickup of 8 on the ground. 3 receivers set for Edinburgh North. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Rodriguez, it'll be a handoff again to Whitesides, up the middle, cuts back up, lots of running room, cross midfield, Whitesides takes it in to Falcon territory. He'll pick up a 1st down and more. And a flag will come in, extracurricular activity. This one might go against the Falcons. We'll see what the call is from the officials. So the officials discussing this penalty call. Looks like it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Falcons. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down for Edinburgh North. So the Cougars now with an impressive drive here. About midway through the 2nd quarter. 7 minutes exactly. 1st and 10. Ball on the 28. High snap. Rodriguez hauls it in. Hands it off to Whiteside to the right side. Shaking off a couple tackles. All the way down to the 26, 25-yard line. Pickup of 3. Rodriguez on the tackle for the Falcons. Whiteside checks out. 6:38 in the 2nd quarter. Once again, you're tuning in to valleycentral.com and a quick 1st half here at Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. 2nd and 8 for Edinburgh North. 3 receivers set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, 2 back set for the Cougars. Rodriguez looking back to pass, has time, fires, and that's complete. Did he catch it? No, he did, and it was broken up at the last second. So again, Pequeño, the intended wide receiver, had it for about a split second, and the pass was broken up. Good defense again from these Falcons. It'll be a 3rd and 8 for the Cougars. The offense getting their signals from their offensive coordinator, that's Damian Gonzalez. Lots of new names on this coaching staff for the Edinburgh North Cougars. Out of the gun, Rodriguez. He'll fake the handoff. Step up in the pocket. And he'll fire to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for Michael Cantu, the intended wide receiver. So now it'll be a 4th and 8 for Edinburgh North, and decision time if you're head coach René Sainz. Whitesides and his offense are still on the field. They're to the far side around the 30-yard line. 6:11 in the 1st half. Falcons 7, Cougars nothing. Again, we're backed up on time here. We have 9 o'clock on our watch. Timeout by Edinburgh North. Coach Sines is going to want to talk this one over with his offense. 6-11 in the first half. Falcons 7, Cougars nothing. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. So once again, you're tuning into ValleyCentral.com. 6-11 in the first half. Falcons have a 7-0 lead. They were able to get on the board with 3:42 in the first quarter on a 19-yard strike from their senior quarterback, Pierce Ruiz, finding the wide receiver that was Pete Bettis. That's been the only score of the ball game thus far. Cougars already went for it on 4th down once and failed. Second time the Cougars will be going for it, right to left, 4th and 8. Rodriguez out of the gun, and that's going to be a false start. The right tackle for Edinburgh North got an early jump. Joe Casas found guilty of the false start.
A dead ball. False start on the Cougars.
So that'll back him up another 5. Now does this change the decision of head coach René Sines? Now it'll make it a 4th and 13. And with that false start, the Cougars will send their special teams out onto the field, and that's got to be a backbreaker if you're Edinburgh North. What, 5 yards? How much that can make a difference. So the Cougars were going to go for it, but now they'll have to punt this one away. Snaps there. Punt, and the punt is blocked by the Falcons. Fielded right on the 40-yard line. And the Falcons will block that punt, and they'll take over at the 40-yard line. And the home crowd loves it here at Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. 6:05 in the first half. Pierce Ruiz and company will take over after the blocked punt. Not a good series for Edinburgh North. Their defense comes back out. Ball right on the 40. Ruiz out of the gun. He'll give the snap. Hand off to the right side. Eli Cruz to the right. Tripped up from behind. From Perales on the tackle. He's able to pick up 1. Call it a 2nd and 9. Ball on the 41-yard line. Falcons with the football. Ruiz addressing his offensive line, letting them know what the play is. 3 receivers set. He'll fake the handoff. Ruiz with time. Fires over the middle. He had a man incomplete. His intended wideout was Pete Bettis. Had the one-on-one coverage. He beat his man Joseph Villarreal. Rather, that was Michael Cantu, 22. 22 was Cantu. Gonna bring up a 3rd and 9. Ball on the 41. So the offense for the Falcons, they look dazed and confused. Where do we line up, they say, and head coach Clint Finley's gonna have to call a timeout. Falcons wide receivers looked confused, not knowing where to line up. So a timeout on the field. It'll be a 3rd and 9, 5:31 in the first half. Falcons 7, Cougars nothing. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. 3rd and 9 for Los Fresnos. Out of the gun is Ruiz looking back to pass, has time, steps up in the pocket. He'll flip it, a shovel pass, impressive play there from the senior quarterback down to the 40-yard line, but a flag will come in. I tell you what, Pierce Ruiz with an impressive play on the shovel pass there. Looking like good old Brett Favre there. But a flag is on the field. Once again, you're tuning into valleycentral.com. We have an updated score. 3-12 in the first quarter. Mission Sharyland 14, McAllen Memorial 7. One of the other big games going on here in the Valley. McAllen Pioneer nothing. Hidalgo nothing. End of the first quarter. So the penalty is going to be against the Falcons. It's going to be called a block in the back. So all that work is going to be called back after the penalty. So you're listening to valleycentral.com. Follow the Twitter page at Action4Sports for all the live updates around the Valley for high school football. Ruiz with a quick pass, complete, across the 45, breaking a couple tackles to the 49 into Cougar territory. Raul Lopez on the reception, and he'll pick up a Falcon first down. Oh, there'll be a delayed handoff. Eli Cruz breaking it up the right hash. Nice run there from the senior running back. That's Eli Cruz picking up another Falcon first down. 2 plays, 2 first downs. Quickly coming to the line of the Falcons. Motion man, got a guy to jump off sides. It'll be a handoff up the middle and a free play. That's going to be an offsides on Edinburgh North. Moreno on the carry. But Calvin Brandt looks to be guilty of the offsides. Now there's an injured Cougar. The 39-yard line. He's being attended by the trainers of Edinburgh North. So with 4:55 in the first half, we're going to take a quick break with the injured Cougar on the field. Falcons 7, Cougars nothing. You're listening to valleycentral.com. So with the injured Cougar down, he is back up on his feet. That was Hector Garza. He is back up and jogging on his own power, and good sportsmanship shown from both sides. Updated scores. Halftime, Brownsville Pace 14, Edinburgh Vela 14. They're all knotted up at halftime. Other scores, PSJ 7, PSJ North nothing. They're in the first quarter. So updated scores from around the Valley. San Benito 25, Edinburgh High 7. They're in the second quarter as well. Harlingen South 14, Westlaco nothing. They're in the second quarter. Brownsville Veterans nothing, Donna 7. They're also in the first quarter as well. 4:52 and counting. Falcons with the football. Pierce will do a pump fake. He'll step up in the pocket, flushed out to the right. He'll fire, and that'll be a pass complete under the 19, call it the 18-yard line. Number 36, James Ronell on the reception. And again, the Falcons hurrying up to the line. Handoff to Eli Cruz. Up to the right hash. Showing some power as the senior running back Cruz all the way into the red zone for the Falcons. Very impressive drive here for Clint Finley's squad. We have an updated score. McAllen Memorial in the Sharyland game. Sherryland has a 21-14 lead against McAllen Memorial. That game going on in Mission Sherryland. San Benito adding to their lead, 32-7 over the Edinburgh Bobcats. 4:24, 2nd and 10, ball on the 23 for Los Fresnos. Pierce Ruiz with another impressive drive against a very young defense of these Edinburgh North Cougars. Ruiz taking his time, he's out of the shotgun. And the officials still trying to set up shop here. Okay, we're ready to go, says the referee, and the line judge as well. Sets the football, play clock starts, 4:20 and counting. 7-0 Falcons lead, handoff up the middle, down to the 10 to the 8-yard line. That's another Falcon first down. Rangel on the carry. Ball on the 10-yard line. 4 minutes in the first half. Falcons knocking on the door. They have a 7-0 lead. And we have another updated score. We'll get you that after this play. It'll be a quarterback keeper. Ruiz on the run, looking to the end zone. He finds it. Touchdown, Falcons. Pierce Ruiz calls his own number and runs it in from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have a 13-0 lead against the Edinburgh North Cougars with 3:55 remaining in the first half. Extra point coming up. Here's the extra point. It's a muff snap, and they're going to have to tuck in and run, and he'll go nowhere. And he'll be tackled for a huge loss. The placeholder there for Los Fresnos lost the grip on the football, so it'll be Falcons 13, Cougars 0, 3:55 in the first half. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. We'll be back in a moment. So an updated score from McAllen Memorial and Mission Sherryland, folks. They're all knotted up at 21 even. They're in the second quarter. Action 4 Sports tweeting that. Trevor Spates scored the tying touchdown. Trevor Spates, deemed the best running back in the Valley. Nicky Rowe 14, Ed Calchelsa 7. They're at the end of the first quarter. A lot of these games being pushed back due to the weather. So if you want to stay in touch or be up to beat with all the scores, you can follow the Action 4 Sports Twitter page at Action 4 Sports. Be sure to follow them on the Twitter page. They're tweeting away all the live scores. So the Falcons will be kicking off from left to right.
Make some noise.
Crowd getting loud here. Here's the low kickoff. Cougars are going to field it at the 10, taking it out, crossing the 15, crossing the 20, looking for some room to run, crossing the 30, and dancing his way around to the, call it the 34-yard line. On the carry for Edinburgh, or on the return for Edinburgh North, was Joey Benitez. So 3:46 remaining in the first half. The Falcons have a 13-0 lead. Cougars trailing by 13. Looking for their first points of the ball game. Out of the gun is Rodriguez. Two-back set. Handoff up the middle, Whitesides cutting it to the outside, crossing the 40, 45, 50. Whitesides with a huge run all the way to the 40, 39-yard line into Falcon territory. There's the Matt Whitesides we all know and love if you're a Cougar fan. Big play from the senior running back. First and 10 for the Cougars. It'll fake the handoff. Rodriguez calling his own number to the right side. Tackled at the 35. Faking the handoff to the tailback. That was Whitesides. Picking up 5 is Rodriguez. Second down, 5 to go for the first down. Handoff again, Whitesides up the middle. Lowering his shoulder. He's going to be close to the first down. Did he pick it up? And we're going to see what the officials say. And they're going to, looks like they're going to call maybe for a measurement. And one official is standing right next to the football. They're going to call it a 3rd and 1. Not going with the measurement was the officials. They said, we got this.
3rd and 1.
It's a 3rd and 1, ball on the 30-yard line. Cougars looking to convert, keeping their drive alive. 10 seconds on the play clock. Rodriguez out of the gun, and flags will come flying in, and that's going to be an easy call for the officials. Multiple defenders from the Falcons jumped off sides.
Against the Falcons.
And that's going to be an offsides against the Falcons and an automatic first down for Edinburgh North.
First down for the Cougars on the Falcon 25-yard line.
So that clock ticking away. 2:27 and counting. Cougars setting up shop, ball on the 25, 1st and 10. Cougars 3 receivers set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And it'll be a quarterback keeper again, Rodriguez to the right side. Inside the 20 is Rodriguez. Cougars are in the red zone. At the 2-minute mark, Rodriguez picked up 7 on the carry. Call it a 2nd and 3. Rodriguez again out of the gun. 3 receivers set for Edinburgh North. Handoff to Whitesides up to the left side. Room to run, Whitesides looking to pick up a block and does. Whitesides, end zone. And did he make it?
Well, there's a flag on the play.
There's going to be a flag on the play, but did he score? No signal yet from the officials. There's going to be an injured Cougar down on the field. Whitesides may have been called out at the 1, maybe the 2-yard line. Again, no signal yet from the officials. Injured Cougar down on the field. A $141.
Against the Cougars.
Well, even if he did score, it wouldn't have counted. It's going to be a holding against Edinburgh North. Cougars are knocking on the door, but with that holding call, we'll back them up. So the injured Cougar will get back up limping. He is walking on his own power. That is number 34, Michael Cano. He is up walking gingerly towards the sideline. So 1:41 after the big run from Whitesides. You can wipe that one away. Holding penalty backs up Edinburgh North to the 24-yard line. Call it a 2nd and 9. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. 2 to the left are the wide receivers for Edinburgh North. 1 lone receiver to the right. Rodriguez, handoff to Whiteside to the left side. He's met by a gang of maroon jerseys. The Falcon defense ready for that one.
A loss of 2 yards brings up a 3rd and 11.
Whitesides lost 2 on that carry. 3rd and 11 coming up for Edinburgh North. And if your offensive coordinator, Damian Gonzalez, are you in 4-down territory? We'll just have to wait and see. With a minute and counting, we're in the final minute of the first half. Falcons 13, Cougars nothing. 3rd and 11, ball on the 26. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Looking back to pass, looking to his left, has time, steps up, eludes 1 man, steps up, fires to the end zone, has a man, in and out of his hands, but a flag comes in the back of the end zone. Michael Cantu had the football off his shoulder pads, the intended wide receiver. Jordan Rojas, the defensive back, not happy, shaking his head, wondering what's going on. We're going to get the call from the officials.
Pass interference against the Falcons.
So it's going to be a passing interference against Los Fresnos. So the Cougars catching a break this time on the penalty.
Cougars a 1st and 10.
So that'll give Edinburgh North a 1st and 10. Once again, you're tuning into ValleyCentral.com. I'm Kevin Narrow, bringing you the play-by-play action. The weather, Old Mother Nature had some other ideas. Kickoff was scheduled for a 7:30 start, got backed up to 8 o'clock, then 8:30. We're approaching the 9:30 hour. Here at Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium, the site of this Week 1 matchup between the Edinburgh North Cougars and the Los Fresnos Falcons. The officials trying to sort this one out. So once again, new district realignment. The Edinburgh North Cougars are D31 6A. The Falcons are D32 6A. So a non-district matchup between the two. But the Falcons and the Cougars do have some history against each other, especially in the postseason. 1st and 10 after the penalty. Ball on the 11-yard line. Snap in and out of Rodriguez's hands. Loses the football, but he falls on it. That ball shot right behind him. 30 seconds and counting. Now the officials blowing their whistles. Looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field. Yes, timeout from Edinburgh North after the mishap on the snap. Went over Rodriguez's head. Ball right around the 27-yard line is what we'll call it. So 30 seconds in the first half, folks. And the defense for both sides have really played a good ball game in this one. More of the Los Fresnos Falcons, and what of a defensive performance they have put on in this first half. Recap the scoring: a 19-yard strike from their senior quarterback Pierce Ruiz, finding his wideout Pete Bettis with a 7-0 lead with 3:42 in the first quarter. And Cougars went scoreless in the first quarter, then all the way late in the second quarter with 3:55, a 10-yard run from Pierce Ruiz from 10 yards out and a missed extra point gives the Falcons a 13-0 lead. That's a recap on your scoring. So the Cougars now facing a 2nd and 25. They're heading back out onto the field. Updated score: Harlingen South 21, Westlaco High nothing. They're at halftime. Roma 7, La Jolla nothing. They're also at halftime. Nicky Rowe 20 at Calchosa 7. They're in the second quarter. Updated scores from around the valley. 2nd and 25. Crowd getting into it. Cougars with the football. Rodriguez back to pass. Has time. Steps up in the pocket. Overshoots his man. Looking for Michael Cantu. A high pass there. That will stop the clock at 25 seconds in the first half. Updated score in the second quarter: Sherryland 28, McAllen Memorial 21. Plenty of points between the Rattlers and the Mustangs as expected. 3rd and a mile for Edinburgh North. Rodriguez out of the gun. Looking to his left, has time, steps up, hit as he was thrown. Ball's fired, intercepted by the Falcons, crossing the 20, down to the 30, 35, 40. Lots of running room, midfield, still on his feet, 40 into Cougar territory with 10 seconds on the clock. And the Falcons will deny Edinburgh North. Flags will come flying in. Jordan Rojas with a big interception there. Big time interception there from the Falcon defense. Rojas with a big interception. And again, the storyline here in this first half, this Falcon defense going toe-to-toe with this young offense of Edinburgh North. Officials discussing the penalty. Might be a celebration call somewhere along that line Rojas threw the football up in celebration. I don't think the officials were too kind of that. 10 seconds in the first half. We're about to reach halftime here at Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. Here's the call from the official, an updated score. San Benito 39, Edinburgh High 7. They're in the second quarter. And here's the call from the official. There are two penalties on the play. We're going to get the calls from the officials in just a few seconds here.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Falcons.
So it's an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Falcons.
After the interception, there was a push in the back.
And then after the interception, there was a push in the back.
Conduct penalty.
So both penalties going against the Falcons.
15-yard line, first and 10.
So the ball will go from what looks to be the 40-yard line of Edinburgh North. Now the Falcons are backed up to their own 15. So the officials trying to sort this one out. So the Falcons will just line up. Looks like they'll go ahead and take a knee and call it a half. Now flags will come flying in again. And it's going to be an illegal substitution against the Falcons. So 3 penalties, one of the span of less than 5 minutes, really. All of them going against the Falcons. So again, the Falcons will just go ahead and take a knee here and head into the locker room with a 13-0 lead against these Edinburgh North Cougars. And they will take the knee. And the Falcons will go in at halftime with a 13-0 lead. I'm Kevin Hall, bringing you all the play-by-play action. We're coming to you live from Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. You're tuning in to ValleyCentral.com. Halftime, Los Fresnos 13, Edinburgh North nothing. We'll be back for the second half.